Hello folks, we are on day 4 now. This is the pantry day of our 7-day challenge to renovate our living spaces from old eating habits to new eating habits, and old inactivity to exercise activity. Folks, what I'm hoping for is you utilize these checklists for each of these living spaces to make it very convenient for you to make the transition from old habits to new habits. And what I hope for is that I want you to outlive your past. You don't need to be ill-fit and overweight the rest of your life. With these new habits, you can improve your health and fitness, and you don't need to have pills. You do not need to go hungry. You do not need a gym. So the first step is always the biggest step, and I hope these checklists will take you on to that first big step to get your health and fitness in order. Today we're talking about Pantry. So in the Pantry, I developed a video a couple months ago, and I called it 4SS, or Force 4SS. So that means we make pantry mistakes when we go grocery shopping, not when we're actually taking things out of the pantry. When we take stuff out of the pantry, if it's a healthy choice, we're going to have a healthy choice. So in the supermarket, if we look for foods that have less than or equal to 4 ingredients, that goes a long ways to make sure they're not overly processed. And the SS means no high sugar and no high salt. So keep that in mind when you're doing your shopping. That will take you a long ways to shop more healthy. And everything you shop for, of course, it has to be things that you like. And you need to experiment a little bit to grow your palate, things that you like. But obviously you want to choose things that are healthy from the get-go. So now when it comes to stocking your pantry, first of all you're going to have to clean out your pantry, get rid of the expired stuff, get rid of the unhealthy stuffs. But we make a few recommendations. For example, when it comes to grains, we want to have noodles and cereals that are going to be a whole grain. Now be careful with labelings, because some will say contains multigrain. Well, that means it's basically mostly high processed white flour, and then they put in a little bit of multigrain to make it sound healthy. Or if they say it contains whole grain, then that doesn't mean that it is whole grain. So you're looking for a whole grain ingredient, full stop, then you have the best chance of getting something healthy. And for the pantry now, we want to have some canned goods, and those you choose things like tomato sauces, canned mushrooms, canned greens. Those are quick and easy to use, and actually they're quite healthy. Now I know you're going to have some instant foods. There's always a crisis where you really need to eat and get going. This is just part of our lives today. But even for the instant foods, you can find things that are going to be healthy. And for example, we have a whole grain laksa here that makes it easy to have something quick and easy to eat, but also going to be healthy. Make sure you stock your pantry with nice things like salsas and spices, so that the foods that you do eat, you can jazz them up and make them more appealing, so you don't revert back to junk food. So I put this checklist on the end of the video. Screenshot it, use it as a tool. Remember the 4SS, and take that out when you go the grocery shopping, also to keep in mind how to buy the right foods for the pantry in the first place. Day 5, we're going to move on to the fridge. Much like the pantry, we're going to make a checklist and talk about refrigerated items a little bit. Have a good day. See you tomorrow at the fridge. Bye-bye.